Well, we have got some finest baseball on tap for tonight, and I think it's the last of the finest. I'm kind of going to miss it because honestly, we've done pretty well with it this year. Anyway, we have got a little info to go over before we actually get started ripping. So I'm going to go ahead and get that rolling while everybody's getting in the room here and getting settled. So feedback is automated. Anytime you leave positive feedback for me, you will instantly get the same in return, thanks to the wonders of automation. We all love automation, don't we? Especially when it means no waiting. And the other thing is a big thank you. I always appreciate you being here, bidding, breaking, chatting, and hanging out with me. We are taking a look now at what's coming up in the days ahead. So this stuff is already listed on eBay, and we'll be breaking it over the course of the next few days. So tomorrow night, it is a case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys, as well as Chronicles Basketball, which is a new release, and we'll be breaking a half-case quantity of that, loose boxes they will be. Saturday and Sunday, both off nights. We'll come back on Monday and open a 10-box case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets and a 20-box case of Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition baseball. Then on Tuesday, it's going to be Museum Collection Baseball again, another half-case quantity break, and those will also be loose boxes from shared cases. So here's what you need to know about tonight. It is just the one break, which is Finest Baseball, and should be out the door and on the way to you approximately Monday. As always, that is plus or minus a day, so might go out a little earlier, could go a day later. Right now, my estimation is Monday. And I believe every team will pull cards in here, but if for some reason your team is skunked and you don't pull a card of any sort, base or otherwise, you will still get a package in the mail. It'll have consolation card or cards in it, and it would ship out when the rest of the break goes out the door, since this is a paid shipping break. So we are looking at an 8-box case of 2020 Finest Baseball, and a full case break it is, and break number 6 ended tonight on eBay the same night we are breaking it, which is Thursday night, the 30th of July. Team names are seen on the left-hand side, and the eBay user ID of each winning bidder is up in lights there across from their team on the opposite side. So yeah, we're going to be cranking right along tonight. Getting it done, hopefully. Last little piece of business, you're going to notice that the background is about to get blurry. That is intentional. I don't want you to sweat that, because the background, well, we don't care about that, do we? We want to see our cards up nice and close, and that little tweak there is going to let us do that. So Jay Allen is here, and Andrew and Dominic. Hi, guys. Dominic needs the Dodgers and the Cubs. I know Jay Allen is looking for some Philadelphia Phillies in here, working on the mojo for him a little bit. And Andrew's here for the White Sox. Okay, so he wants some Chicago love. Bobby B wants to know if there's anything unpaid. You know what, Bobby? There was one team that was unpaid, but it was only for like $8. And I just thought, you know what? I'm not going to go through the trauma of trying to deal with that tonight, and just decided to let it ride. It's only $8, right? So maybe the person will pay, maybe they won't. I don't know. But we have, I just decided we weren't going to slow down for $8. You know what I mean? So, for those of you who might not know about this product, it does consist of 2 mini boxes inside of each master box. The way that I like to do it is to get all the mini boxes out first, and then we start finding out what's inside of them. I just like to get all this part done and ready to go, so once we kind of get going, we're in a rhythm and we can keep right on trucking is the idea. So we're doing that first. While we're doing it, we can talk about what's in there. 2 chrome autograph cards per master box. So what that means, 1 in each of our mini boxes, right? So we'll also find, of course, numbered cards, inserts, parallels, and other fun stuff as we go along. But we will come up with a total of 16 autograph hits in this break. When it's all said and done. So that's what's on tap for us here. And what else are you all telling me over here in chat? Rich is here. Hi, Rich. Wishing everybody good luck. Duke City Gal is here as well. And Dominic is telling Jay Allen he pulled a Harper 1 of 1 the other night. Oh, wow. Nice. Out of a Finest Moments parallel. Very nice. Congrats on that, friend. Yeah, we pulled the Harper autograph red auto to 5, but we haven't pulled a 1 of 1. Was the red to 5 might have been out of Finest the other night. I think it was, but I wouldn't swear to that. We've opened a lot of different stuff lately, but I think it might have been out of Finest that came out the other night, fairly recently anyway. But still not as good as a 1 of 1, I gotta tell you, that's for sure. Dominic says that's your best moment with Finest. That's the best hit you've gotten out of Finest. Well, that's a really good one to get. So there you go. That's been worth it, isn't it? Logan's here. Hi, Logan. All right. There we go. Now let me get a few little sleeves on the table, and we are going to start looking at what we have got. And looks like Chaz has joined us too. Hi, Chaz. Andrew says he hopes we have a great case here and that everybody leaves with something. That would be nice. I would like that. I've said for ages that if Topps or Panini, either one, would put out a product that guaranteed a hit for every team within the case, whether it was an autograph or a relic, wouldn't matter, but as long as, they put out a case of whatever and said that there would be a hit for every single team within the case, people would go nuts over it. Of course, I guess they don't have any problem selling their product these days, as we know. It's nearly impossible to get anything. So, and you pay 2 or 3 times the price, so I'm sure they figure, hey, we don't need to do anything any differently. And they don't, truthfully. But I've always thought that would be a fun product, and they should make it for breakers only. Because you know how they have certain products that are retail stores only. And it's the idea, of course, is to drive traffic to the brick and mortar hobby stores, which is fine, and I understand that. But they should make it a breaker-only product and do it like that, and it would just be so much fun. But anyway, all right, so our just regular base cards, we kind of zip through them at a pretty good little pace. This is an example of the man. Most of those are going to look like this. We might find some that are numbered. It's possible. We could find some that are refractors. If we do, I will, of course, point that out in either case. Ditto for this. Our Finest duels are mostly going to be unnumbered and not refractors, but if we come across something that is, I'm going to point that out to you. Otherwise, we'll keep on trucking. Our first hit, well, we're starting off nicely with gold. I always like to see the color come out early. It is numbered to 50. It's headed to Milwaukee with Keston Hiura out for the Brewers, the first one we see. An example of a base refractor, we're going to find plenty of those. Again, not numbered. I will probably just either call out player name or team name as those come along. We won't spend an undue amount of time on them unless, they're autographed or numbered or something special about them, like that one, of course, is just a base Syndergaard for the Mets. So that's kind of how we're going to roll through things here going forward. Andrew says his best hit is a Tim Anderson, the Man Superfractor Auto. Oh, very nice. Yeah, I'd say that'd be pretty good. I don't, we pulled a Superfractor not too long ago. I can't even remember who was on it. And that's the first Superfractor we had pulled out of Topps in a while. Now, Panini, I pull 1 of 1 out of quite regularly, it kind of seems like. But Topps, it's harder, I feel like, to get a 1 of 1 out of Topps anyway. So, I don't know. Okie dokie. Let's see what else we have got. There's San Diego Padres and Eric Hosmer. We've got some purple coming up. All the purple will be numbered to 250. This particular one, Mr. Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. Jay Allen, I saw that your Phillies have been sidelined, probably as a result of that series with the Marlins. They've got a couple of folks now that have come down with COVID in the Phillies organization, so they've got them on hiatus for the next 7 days or so, I think. The Cleveland Indians and Carlos Carrasco is our autograph hit out of this mini box, followed by the Boston Red Sox and a Xander Bogaerts. That is a refractor there. So yeah, I just don't see any possible way that they can do anything other than win percentages for the postseason. Because, I mean, you know, you've already got the Marlins setting out a week. Now you've got the Phillies that are going to be setting out. Then you've got the teams they were supposed to be playing that are missing games, the Blue Jays and others. I mean, the Yankees managed to roll up and play Baltimore for a couple of games, so they didn't lose as much ground. But the reality of it is some of these teams will be left with having to play 57 games in 55, 56 days, something like that. I think they're talking about making double headers limited to 7 innings, too, to try to make life a little better for the teams that have to make up games, but we'll see how that goes, I guess. For the Cubbies, there is your rookie Nico Horner coming out from this mini box, refractor there as well. Dominic said, what was a short print in there? So you said something was a short print in there. Oh, the Robert Orange was a short print in there? Is that what you're telling me? Maybe. The White Sox and a Robert base refractor, right on cue there as I'm reading that. I'm a little behind in chat at the moment. To 150, we've got a blue parallel for the Astros with Yuli Gurriel. There's Acuna and the Atlanta Braves. Jay Allen says Panini is easier to pull the 1/1. Oh, we got the 1/1. Harper came out of Diamond Kings? That's not the one I'm thinking of. I'm not thinking of that one. I'm thinking of the one that we just pulled here like in the last couple of weeks. And I'm pretty sure it came out of Finest. And it was a Harper autograph red to 5. And I'm fairly sure it came out of Finest, one of the more recent cases of it. I'm not thinking about the Diamond Kings one. So you were talking about, what was a while back, Dominic? I'm confused on what we're talking about. Because you typed in, was a short print, Robert Orange, wow. And then I'm not sure, but then you said a while back. No, so I don't know what we're talking about. I'm sorry, man. I think I just didn't glance over there in time, and now I've lost the train of thought of what we were talking about. So this is an Ichiro Finest Careers insert. It's not a refractor. It's not numbered, but there are generally 2 per case. They have mostly been the Mariners, although we have seen at least one that was a Marlin, but that particular one was a Mariner, as is this Kyle Lewis base refractor. All righty, what else have we got in here? Ooh, we've got the man. One of our parallels is autographed. So, yeah, that is Will Smith for the Los Angeles Dodgers with a parallel auto, excuse me, headed your way if you've got LA. Yasmani Grandal as a Chicago White Sox. Takes a while to get used to some of those. It's the first time we have seen one called Finest Firsts in here. We will see more. Again, that's just an example of a base Finest First. Occasionally we may find one that is a refractor or that is numbered or something. If we do, again, of course, I will point that out. A short print, not Robert. You're talking about there is a short print in here tonight? Is that where I'm sorry, man. I think, as I said, I just didn't look over in time when you were typing about the Robert and whatnot, and so it seems as though I have gotten confused about what it is, so just pretend like I'm a 5-year-old, and if you would indulge me and just type in what it is you need me to tell you or to show you. Did I go past something that you need to see again, or you're just letting us know about an autograph or a refractor that we saw? I apologize, man. I just didn't look over there early enough in chat and didn't put 2 and 2 together. So Andrew has 3 orange Roberts. Very, very nice. The Detroit Tigers bringing one home here. That is a Jake Rogers autograph. And behind it for the Oakland A's, a Sheldon Noose refractor. And here's a purple Texas Ranger to 250. And yeah, so Nick Solak, who comes out a lot for the Rangers, is there to 250. Here is our other Ichiro Finest Careers. As I mentioned, they usually come out 2 per case. And always a Yankee on this one. That's the first Yankee one I've seen. Nice. So we got one for the Mariners and one for the Yankees. Yeah. Aristides Aquino, Cincinnati Reds. Out of all the finest we've done, they have predominantly been Mariners. I think we found just the one Marlin, and then tonight we found the one Yankee. So, how about that? I know, right? Crazy. Yeah, so Robert, his autographs, was it I guess it was last year maybe? A lot of his autographs were selling for $1 and $2. Might have been year before last, but they were selling so cheap. $1, $2, $3, under $5, all over the place. And I should have bought a bunch then. I kept telling people. I had a guy who used to break with me a lot. I don't see him as much now, but he was getting it a lot as investments for his kids, or in his grandkids, I should say. And he would always ask, you know, like, who should you be buying or whatever. And I was always like, buy Robert, man. His autographs are so cheap. And he should be really good. So I hope he bought a lot of them for his grandkids. Maybe get a decent little ROI on them. Mr. Yamamoto comes out, numbered to 150. That is the Blue Parallel Finest Firsts autograph going to Miami. The White Sox and Eloy Jimenez with a base refractor. What else have we got coming our way in here? There's an Astro and George Springer, and that mini box is in the books. Andrew, you're chasing the Reds as in the Reds cards, as in the Cincinnati Reds, or you're chasing the Reds as in you want the red parallel of a particular player? I'm guessing that what you're saying is that you are chasing the red card of Robert, but since I keep getting off the track and not getting the gist of chat tonight, I thought I better clarify it, because I don't know. But we will see. Christian's here. You said rookie card speculation is a good way to go broke as an investment strategy. Yeah, I know. I don't think he meant it as in an investment strategy like they would be millionaires when he left it to them. I don't think he meant it like that. I think he meant that he wanted to build a nice collection of players who were going to, in the future, be good players. And who should he be buying that would be an affordable price now that might not be so affordable later after their MLB debut, that kind of thing. That's the take I got on it anyway. Not that he expected them to sell the cards and become millionaires from it. The D-backs and Domingo there with a little autograph. Next up, it is Arenado for the Rockies. Although, frankly, if you buy the right card, maybe they could be millionaires, right? If you had bought some LeBron, somebody's grandparents had bought them some LeBron James rookies or some Michael Jordan rookies or, yeah, some of that kind of stuff. Mike Trout, Trent Grisham, Padres. All three of those guys setting records right and left for modern day card sales prices. Obviously, LeBron and Mike being a little more recent than Mr. Jordan, but you get the idea. Those are few and far between, though. We all know that. Dominic says, do you see a red? I did not see a red. Again, I'm assuming you're talking the parallel red, not the Cincinnati Reds. In which case, no, we haven't seen a red parallel yet. I see the edge of a green one, though. Probably going to be our autograph because it looks like green wave. So, all right, let's get down to it. It is, in fact, and fittingly enough, it goes to the Oakland A's, the green color scheme staying intact and all. That is numbered to 99. It is Jesus Luzardo, Oakland A's, green wave to 99. Verlander, Astros, out for the season. A lot of guys out for the season with various things. Hey, here come the Mets. We've got a gold parallel. It is numbered to 50 with Mr. Pete Alonso and the New York Mets. And then we have the Cubbies with the Javi Baez. And that mini box is finished up. Christian said you're going to leave your kids 125 Greg Jeffries rookies. Hey, well, listen, we've all got our thing, right? But nobody's going to beat Jay Allen's collection of Rhys Hoskins, which is up, what's it up to now, Jay Allen? 400 and what? 30 something? Yeah, something like that, I think. Michael's here, and he needs some Orioles and some Giants to show up. Duke City Girl wants to know if we're going to do any more museum collection. Yeah, we did it last night, of course, for its release night. And I just put up another break of it tonight that'll be on Tuesday night. It just got listed tonight, the break number 2. That's Toro for the Astros. We have got a blue parallel for the Twins. It's numbered to 150, and that is Jose Barrios. And we've got another Finest First autograph parallel. That's really unusual. We found a lot of insert autographs tonight, way more than we would typically find. And this one is going to the A's. The Oakland A's have a Seth Brown Finest First autograph. The Marlins and Diaz. And we keep on trucking here. See what else we've got. Fishman is here. Hi, Fishman. If Mike Trout doesn't get some postseason, what does that say? Doesn't get some postseason, it's not looking good for him. Oh, well, yeah, I mean, who knows who's going to do what. At any given point, I expect Mike Trout to end up saying he's done for the season because, honestly, his wife is pregnant, and he's certainly not going to want to risk bringing anything home to his wife or anything of that nature. So who knows, at any point, I guess he could jump out and say he's done for the season. Jay Allen, you're up to 446 Rhys Hoskins. You snuck some in on me since the last time I did a count update. Here come the Giants. This looks like Yaz. It is Mike Yastrzemski with an autograph out for the San Francisco Giants. Cubbies and Rizzo. So, yeah, you are you going to have like a celebration when you hit 450 or 500, like a big milestone number like 500? I would feel like I would need to have some kind of a something to mark the occasion. I don't know. That's just me. So 250 purple parallel for the Nationals. That was Trey Turner. And there is a little Bryce Harper for the Phillies. Speaking of the Phillies. Nunzie's here. Hi, Nunzie. You were happy about a hit. Was it the... I didn't look over right at the second you typed it in, so I'm not sure which one it was, but whichever one it is that you got, I'm glad we got one for you. Well, Fishman is saying no postseason for Mike Trout is not good for him. Well, right, but he hasn't had any postseason up to this point either. So, I mean, that's kind of the whole gist of trying to build a team around him, is so that he can get there, right? I mean, historically they've had some weak links, some missing pieces and things, and yeah, he unfortunately can't single-handedly get them to the postseason, so I think that's why the Angels have been building around him for several years now, and maybe they're close to getting the right pieces in place. I don't know. That is numbered to 99. It is Dustin May and the Dodgers in the green parallel. Lucas says, are there any Rays yet? There's Trevor Story, Rockies. Not that I necessarily remember, Lucas, but you also know that my memory is spotty, right? When it comes to this sort of stuff from the multitasking. But of course, you also know we'll recap it, so we'll take another peek at it. But off the top of my head, I don't think so. It's Mike Clevenger, purple parallel to 250 for the Cleveland Indians. Have the Nationals there and Steven Strasburg. And on we go. You said no celebration. You're going to celebrate by buying another shoebox house because the ones you have are almost full. Aren't those things great? Aren't those things amazing? I've got so many storage boxes around here full of cards, and I need to have about 1,000 more storage boxes than I have. I mean, cards are everywhere around here. It's a hot mess. So I actually been doing we've been doing a little house shopping, considering maybe going into a bigger place. And a place I looked at this week online, I didn't go in it, and they had a built-in office, what I imagine was probably before a remodel, like a formal living room or something, and they had made it into an office. It was the most gorgeous home office I've ever seen, with so much storage space and so well designed. I instantly fell in love with that office, and now I want that house because I want that office, but it went pending sale before I could even get there to see it in person. That is Will Smith and the Dodgers. I believe that's our second Will Smith autograph tonight. Vlad Guerrero Jr., Blue Jays. So yeah, everything around here is going to pending within 24 to 48 hours. Some things in 10 to 12 hours. It's like you got to be able to go instantly. And most of the time, I've got stuff going. We can't get there that fast. And there you go. Then it sells. Numbered to 99, Yasmani Grandal, green parallel, White Sox. But one of the things I would like to have is a card storage room, and I'm not even kidding about that. Austin Meadows in the Tampa Bay Rays. I would like to have a room that has nothing but our cards, our sports cards, and our memorabilia in it. Right? So, like, just take an unused bedroom or something and make it into a little sports shrine. I think that'd be fun. Anyway, I don't know. Rich said the Angels have never had a pitching staff. Well, that's part of the problem for sure. But they've also just had a lot of, I don't know, you don't really want to say hits and misses, but they brought in a lot of guys and then they don't hang around. They either get traded out or they leave of their own accord or whatever. And it just, I don't know. For some reason, they just haven't quite found the mix that clicks in general, I think. And of course, yeah, they do need a little pitching upgrade, but being a Cincinnati Reds fan, I certainly can't talk about anyone needing a pitching upgrade. Although, our rotation's not bad this year, finally. Texas Rangers, Sin-Soo Choo. And then we have the White Sox and Dylan Cease. Coming up on some purple, that is another Pete Alonso. It's numbered to 250. It goes to the Mets. You're working on the rainbow of Alonso tonight if you've got the Mets. We're trying to get you there. Rendon, Angels. Speaking of bringing in pieces to help Mike Trout. Fishman, you need a Pirates hit. All right, let's try to find you some Pittsburgh Pirates. Andrew says there are Dodgers everywhere. Yeah, but still not as many as come out for the Oakland A's. I mean, the A's get just so many hits in every product. It's been that way all year, really. Jay Allen says, get a house with an apartment so you can come visit and work for cards. We'll get like a mother-in-law suite, except it'll be a card sorting suite. Yeah, get one with a basement and just totally deck it out. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? There are the Cleveland Indians with a hit here for Mr. Jake Bauers and Cleveland. The Minnesota Twins and Polanco. Ooh, I see a redemption coming. I know, and I put it face down because I'm so mean. We do look at them at the very end of the night instead of as going along. Although I guess we don't have to so much anymore now with Topps, but that's just kind of our tradition, so we will. It's the gold parallel, numbered to 50, Mike Soroka and the Atlanta Braves. The New York Yankees and James Paxton. Yeah, so it used to be that our redemptions were always kept face down because at the end of the break, we would then go to the manufacturer website and verify what team the card was supposed to go to, even though we usually knew, you know, put it up on the screen and make it all official. And in the case of Panini, we could also find out what it was going to be numbered to. You can't do that with Topps, of course. But now, Topps writes on there very handily the team, who the team is, right below the player. So we don't really have to go to their website anymore. But just out of respect of tradition, we'll still leave it up there in housekeeping and flip it in a minute. Okay, Andrew says he feels like Pete Alonso is in everywhere except the one Mets case break that you won. Well, we have had a decent amount of Alonso autographs this year. I'll agree with you on that. We have had a reasonable number of them show up. And Texas Rangers, you win again. Nick Solak and the Rangers. Houston Astros and Greinke. The blue parallel for the Nats, it is Mad Max Scherzer to 150, Washington Nationals. The Angels and Shohei Ohtani. Boy, you gotta hope his next outing is better than the last one because that was just a horrible start for him pitching-wise. Ooh, that was ugly. All right, so we are on our last little mini box. So yeah, we're gonna ask Last Box Mojo to show up along about now, and see if maybe it will bring us an extra special hit. All right, let's try it. See if we can make it work. Jay Allen, I forgot that you can do construction. I did forget that. You have told me that in the past, but I didn't remember it. So, see, I would really put you to work then. Let you come, like, remodel everything. Yeah. I don't think I would have enough cards to pay you for remodeling, though, now, would I? Ooh, kids. Who have we got? How about a little Mark McGwire to finish us off? That is not bad at all for Last Box Mojo. That is a Finest Moments Mark McGwire autograph. So, Cardinals, that's a pretty good way to end things for you, isn't it? Yeah, I like that hit. Very, very well done there out of our last mini box. Then the A's and Marcus Semien. We have a purple also for the A's. This is Matt Chapman. And, of course, purple to 250. Our last base refractor is the Royals. And now we can flip our redemption, and we're going to find out who might be waiting for us on the other side of that. And I'm also going to slide up here what we're going to be recapping in a hot second. All right, let's find out who it is, kids. All right, it is... Oh, mystery player. And I do that every year. I forget to list a spot for mystery player. Have they announced it yet? Who is mystery players? Who are the mystery players? Has it been announced yet? Maybe I should Google that, because if it hasn't, we'll end up using random for that. But obviously, some years they have already announced them, and then, you know, then you have to give it to whoever, whatever person that is. 20, let's go with mystery player. That mystery player 1, yeah, mystery player 1. I can't see your chat right at this moment, but I'll see it here in a second. I'm just trying to see if it's going to tell us who it is yet. Oh, I don't know. I'm not seeing it come up in chat. Let me see if any of you all know. It hasn't been announced yet, is what Dominic says. Okay. I forget that every single year. I mean to list a category for that, but honestly, it comes out so rarely that I forget. That's all about the 2019 lucky redemptions. I needed to know about 2020. Not that I don't trust you, Dominic. I totally do believe that you are 100% correct, but also I'm just making totally sure. I think it's usually not announced for a little bit from now, but anyway, yeah, I don't see it. So I believe, in fact, that I guess we're going to be giving this bad boy out by way of random.org. And it's numbered to 99. We know that because it's printed on the front there. It's going to be number 76 of 99, I guess. Or maybe they're just telling us the redemption is 76 of 99. The card might not be. I don't know. Either way, we got to deal with it. We got to find it a home. That's the important part now. So what I'm going to do here is we're going to run random, right? Here's how random works. I copy all of our team names from the spreadsheet. Then I go over to random.org, and that's where I paste them in. When we have 9 or fewer items in a list, we do random 3 times, and only the third one counts. The first 2 don't count. When we have 10 or more, which we obviously do here because we've got 30 teams in Major League Baseball, then we do random 1 single time. So that's what's going to happen here. This is going to be random 1 single time. Okay, so there we are, scrolling through so you can see that all of our teams are in there. And here we go. So good luck, everybody. This is for the mystery redemption. It is heading to the Pittsburgh Pirates. Pirates, how about you? That is a nice hit, man. That's probably best case scenario out of what you could have even possibly pulled for the Pirates and Finest. This might be a best case scenario possibly for the Pirates. So well done, Pittsburgh. Well done indeed. All righty, so here we go, kids. We have got a redemption, not a redemption, we've got a case hit of Finest Careers Ichiro. This one goes for the Yankees, and then we have got a Finest Careers Mariners Ichiro. So those are generally 2 per case, and of course we found 2 in here, so there we go. Rich says, skip the input-based T. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means, Rich. I don't know what that is. So sorry. I don't know. Maybe you're saying you don't like the way I do something, but I don't. If you are, I'm sorry. I didn't get it. That's to 250. That's Matt Chapman for the A's. To 150, the Nationals and Max Scherzer. To 50, the Atlanta Braves and Mike Soroka. To 250, that's the Mets and Pete Alonso. Numbered to 99 for the White Sox, Yasmani Grandal. To 250, the Indians and Mike Clevenger. To 250, the Nationals and Trey Turner. The Twins to 150 and Jose Barrios. The Mets to 50 with Pete Alonso. To 250, the Rangers, Nick Solak. To 150, the Astros, Yuli Gurriel. And to 250, the Astros, Yordan Alvarez. All righty. Now, let's take a look at the rest of this. Logan says that's definitely the best case scenario for the Pirates. Well, I kind of thought it was, but I was trying to be, diplomatic about it. Everybody's guessing that player number 1 will probably turn out to be Robert, and it might well be. We'll find out when they announce it, I guess. Meanwhile, our mystery redemption autograph of player number 1 went to the Pirates by way of random.org. We had this little beauty here, a Finest Moments Mark McGwire autograph that came out for the St. Louis Cardinals. The Texas Rangers and Nick Solak. Then for the Cleveland Indians, Jake Bowers. Texas Rangers and Sen-Soo Choo. The Dodgers and Will Smith, one of a pair for him, I believe. The Dodgers numbered to 99, the green parallel, Dustin May. Nice little Mike Yastrzemski for the Giants. Here come the A's and Seth Brown. This is a green parallel, green wave to 99 for the A's, Jesus Luzardo. The D-backs get one for Domingo. We have a Finest First Yamamoto for the Marlins. Then you've got the Detroit Tigers there with Rogers. Here's the other one for Will Smith. This one is on the man insert, also going to the Dodgers. The Cubbies and your rookie Nico Hornerer. Carlos Carrasco for the Indians. And numbered 250, we started it off tonight with Keston Hiura and the Milwaukee Brewers. All right, there we go, kids. So that is the last of Finest for this year, I believe. I always say I believe because sometimes I think I'm out, and then when I'm digging for something else, I find a loose case of something that I thought I didn't have, but I think that's the last of it anyway. So let's take one more little spin through anticipated shipping dates and what's coming up in the days ahead for those of you who might have missed it at the start. Expecting this to get out the door Monday, more or less. So plus or minus a day. Could be sooner, might be a day later, wouldn't be later than that. I kind of think it'll be Monday. Maybe a slight possibility that it is sooner than that. And I believe everybody pulled cards in here, but again, if somebody did end up in the unfortunate circumstance of not pulling a single card, not even a base card, you will still get a package in the mail. It will have consolation card or cards in it, and it will go out when the rest of the break goes out the door. So that's what you need to know about that. And yeah, so here's what's coming up in the days ahead. Tomorrow night we have a new release, Chronicles Basketball. We'll be breaking a half-case quantity of loose boxes from shared cases, and we're also going to break a 5-box case of TriStar Game Day Greats autographed football jerseys. Saturday and Sunday are both off nights. On Monday night, we're going to break a 10-box case of TriStar autographed mini football helmets and a 20-box case of Archive Signature Series Retired Player Edition. On Tuesday, we'll have another 6-box half-case break of Museum Collection baseball loose boxes from a shared case. All right, so there is that. Let me catch up on chat here and see if I've missed anything real quickly. Rich says the best hit was Mark McGwire. Well, maybe, but that mystery hit might turn out to be pretty good too, man. So maybe between those two, we'll say. Dominic thinks the biggest hit was the mystery one. Yeah, I mean, depends on the player, of course. But yeah, it could definitely be. So, and Logan, you're welcome. And Dominic and Rich and everyone, thank you once again for being here. I always appreciate you guys hanging out with me and keeping me company, keeping me entertained while I'm keeping you entertained, we hope. So, all right, I am finished up until tomorrow night. So come back and see me again whenever you have time. I'm always happy to have you. In the meantime, stay safe, happy, and healthy, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye now.